Hey guys, it's Ryan with Big Dog Investing. Thank you guys for tuning into my channel. If you guys could do a couple of things for me, if you guys can go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you guys have not done so already. Click the bell notification down below so YouTube can send you guys notifications whenever I release videos. Watch my videos all the way to the end. And if you guys could share my videos and share my channel with anyone. I'm trying to grow my channel as much as I can, and I definitely need your guys' help in doing so. Getting started today is going to be Monday, February 20th. Today is President's Day, so it was nice being a high school teacher. I did have the day off because it's considered a federal holiday, so it was nice to be able to relax and recover. Still getting over being sick, but feeling a little bit better today. Hopefully, going into work tomorrow, I'm feeling a lot better. So I wanted to make a video today, mainly because there was a lot of news. So we're going to try to cover it as much as we can. My videos time out after 30 minutes. So since there was a lot of news, I'm going to have to talk a little bit faster. But the main reason why is we did reach our 100 subscribers. We are currently at 104 subscribers. So for the XRP giveaway, this video will be tagged XRP giveaway. And then the details for this, I'm going to tell you guys right now, but they're also, I'm going to try to put them in the comments also. You guys are going to have to like, comment, and then make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. So you guys are going to have to like this video, comment on this video, and then make sure you guys are subscribed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the comments. I'm going to take your guys' names down. Then I'm going to go and make sure that you guys like the video and that you guys are actually subscribed. So if you guys like and comment, but you're not subscribed to my channel, unfortunately, you guys will not be entered in the XRP giveaway. And I'm going to apologize in advance because you guys did not click that. But you guys could subscribe further and then, be a part of other giveaways. At 500, I'm going to be doing a giveaway also for my 500 subscribers. So make sure you guys are staying tuned to my channel. But for 48 hours, so 48 hours from now will be a video. So I'm going to make videos hopefully before that. But you guys have 48 hours to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you guys have not done so already. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put your guys' names into a randomizer. I'm going to go to another web page, and there's going to be dice. The dice will get rolled. And then based on that dice, how many times I'm going to randomize your guys' names, the top person will receive the 100 XRP tokens. Now, you have to have an XRP wallet to receive the 100 tokens. If you guys don't like XRP, because I know not everyone likes every cryptocurrency, like I'm not a huge fan of Bitcoin. So what I would do for you guys, if you guys are that top person, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys 100, the value of those 100 XRP in another token. Or if you guys prefer cash, some people do. Some people don't like cryptocurrency, but still follow my channel for other financial news. I do talk mainly about cryptocurrency, but some people do like listening to my channel because I give a wide range of news that affects financial markets. What I would do is I'd Venmo you guys that 40, it's like roughly $40 is what the price is for the 100 XRP tokens. So make sure that you guys do that, and then I will be transparent as possible. I do record the videos, so I'll record me doing the giveaway and stuff like that, and I'm going to post it to YouTube. I don't think I can do it live or anything because I'm not at like 1,000 subscribers or whatever, but I'll record it for you guys in one of the videos that I do in 48 hours for a market update. So it would be in that video, and then I would contact that person via messages on here if I can. I don't know. If not, what I would do is I'd put the giveaway winner here, and then I would give you guys my TikTok. Investing TikTok if you guys aren't following it, and then I would be able to message you guys there, and then we would figure out a way that me to send you either the 100 XRP tokens. I'd have to get your wallet address, or what I could do is just get your Venmo and Venmo you guys the money. So getting on with this though, because we have a lot that we're going to cover. The total market cap currently for all cryptocurrencies right now is $1,131,000,000,000. This is a 1.23% increase on the day. Bitcoin right now is currently trading at $24,965. We did go over 25,000. We dropped just below it, and then we're slowly coming back up. I do see us roughly staying around the $25,000 mark. Ethereum right now is trading at $1,703, and XRP is trading at 39.92 cents. So 100 XRP tokens would be $39.92. So I'd probably just round it up and send you $40 right now if that's what the price was at. Getting into our biggest gainers on the day, CFX is up 59.8%. NEO is going to be up 31.1%. And then Stacks is going to be up 18.5%. And then the WeMix is going to be up 18.4%. About 75% of the cryptocurrencies are in green, and then about 25% are in red. But I liked how Crypto Bubbles changed and updated their stuff. You guys can look by the hour, by the day, the week, month, and year. And this, you used to have to click one and then be able to expand it. Now it's all in one, so you guys can easily toggle through. Getting into our crypto news though from Watcher Guru, XRP did surpass $20 billion market cap today, so that was great news. It was a good sign for cryptocurrency, especially for the XRP holders who are patiently waiting for this lawsuit to end. We're going to give you guys an update on the lawsuit and then a little bit of information about the XRP token and Ripple news. China reportedly backing Hong Kong's proposal to become a crypto hub. Right now, it's currently illegal for you guys to have cryptocurrency in China. So there's a bunch of FUD that always happens in the markets, and people are saying like China bans cryptocurrency, and then the markets drop a little bit because big news organizations pick it up, and then spreads FUD into the market, which is fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So we want to get rid of that and be as transparent as possible. Right now, it is currently illegal for people in China to currently own cryptocurrency. If this does happen, though, and they do become a crypto hub and they allow their citizens to invest, this is only going to bring more money into the market, and I see this as a major upside in the markets. But I want to be as transparent as possible. John Deaton says, of course it is. Well, why? Because they are realizing that crypto is going to be taking over, in my opinion. Again, no financial advice. But to be transparent as possible, we need to talk about this. So Wall Street Silver posted, it says everything is fine. This is what our government's telling us. But consumer loans are skyrocketing, personal savings are declining, and that doesn't seem sustainable. And I 100% agree with this. So this chart right here shows that consumer loans, which is credit cards and other revolving plans, all commercial banks are the left in red. So from this is probably about 2000 to 2010, we've been slowly increasing. And then from 2010 to 2020, we were increasing drastically. COVID hit, stuff started to drop a little bit because people started receiving a bunch of money from the federal government, and they were able to start paying off some of that. And then now we're going right back up, and we're going past this. So this is billions of dollars in the US. So consumer loans are over like $950 billion in the US right now. And then personal savings rates. So people were saving money, and it's kind of been stagnant right here. And then it had a major uptick right here. And this, in my opinion, was from those stimulus checks and then the government assistance. I knew a bunch of people that, basically left their job because they were getting paid more on unemployment, especially with the federal unemployment benefits, receiving an extra $600 a month on top of whatever the state was, or $600 a week, I'm sorry, on top of whatever their state was paying on top of that. So people here in Arizona were receiving over $800, $900 a week in money from the federal government and then the state. And then now, because, those loans or those checks stopped coming. Now saving rates are dropping right here because people are buying stuff that they can't afford. The expensive houses, the brand new cars, the luxury items, like the the designer bags and belts and stuff like that. The stuff that you guys shouldn't be spending your guys' money on, because realistically, who cares? Who cares where you guys shop? Who cares what you guys wear? Like, I like Under Armour right here, is this hoodie I got for 20 bucks, being a teacher and then also used to be an EMT. I do receive a little bit of a discount, so they receive I get like 40% off some days every year. I think for about 4 times a year. Under Armour, if you guys are a first responder, a teacher, work in the medical field, or you guys are a military veteran, they do give those discounts. Make sure you guys look at some of the benefits that you guys receive if you guys do work in any of those fields. But right now, savings accounts are dropping drastically. You guys got to figure out ways to keep your guys' savings up as much as you guys can. Always have a backup plan, so just in case everything goes to crap, you guys have enough money in the bank that can basically 6 months. I recommend having a savings account for. Again, no financial advice, this is just my personal preference. Have about 6 months worth of expenses in your guys' savings accounts, and then if you guys want to invest some money, but do it at your guys' own discretion. You guys can throw $10 a week, $20 a week if you guys want to. That's what I was doing for a little bit, throwing a little bit of money here and there as I could. Um, right now, little plans are changing for me. I did get engaged, so I'm getting married in April. And basically I have to, start spending some money for that wedding and planning for that and planning for my future. So as of right now, I'm currently not buying into any coins, unfortunately. If I have an extra $5 or $10, okay, I can play with it here and there. But I can't be buying in as what I was doing, previously, spending maybe like 50 to $100 a month. I can't be doing that, but it's all what you guys can be willing to afford to lose, essentially, because I will be transparent as I can. You guys can lose money in the crypto market. I've seen it. People were buying up at the top, and unfortunately, they got wrecked when the market dropped drastically. Crypto's a little bit more volatile than stocks, but everything in the market is volatile. But high risk, high reward, but also high risk. You guys can lose a lot of money if you guys aren't smart about your guys' investments or keeping up to date. So keep on making sure you guys watch my videos. This was kind of interesting. On Bloomberg TV, the outlook for the British pound is dog awful. Mark Downing, Bloomberg assistant manager, CEO says, or CIO says. Also, with this, housing prices since 1970s real term percentage gains are repricing the next generation out of being able to afford a home unless they inherit it. And in my opinion, I completely agree with this. We're having, especially these big institutions, these big companies being able to buy up all of the houses, these family houses, and then basically making people and forcing them to rent. I think that should be illegal in the United States, and especially where anyone else lives. But in the US, these big corporations should not be able to buy up all the residential houses and then basically being able to force people to rent. This is what drove up housing prices here in the United States, in my opinion, along with people receiving those extra benefits. This played a huge role in it. So in the 1970s, the houses, there were no percentage gains, and then we slowly started increasing to 2020. So if you lived in the UK, from 1970 to the 2020, your guys' home values increased 400%. So if you guys bought a house at $100,000, your house currently would be worth $500,000 or $400,000. I'm sorry. So $400,000. So that's a 4x on your guys' money. In my opinion, this is unsustainable, and it's just going to keep on going up. The charts look like in the United States right now, up 150%. And the major shift was from right here, from COVID, and then up. So in my opinion, this is just going to keep getting worse and worse. And I do see that, the federal government's going to figure out a way that you guys aren't going to be able to inherit houses. Basically, with a death tax, they're going to keep on trying to tax as much as they can. So force people into renting, in my opinion. This is where I see it. So we got to figure out ways and come up with laws and have people in office that make sure that this does not happen. I want you guys to be aware, though, that for the February 2023 CPI data are scheduled to be released on March 14th. So this is a date to look out for, and looking out for this, there's going to be some news and speculation in advance of this, probably starting towards the end of the month, which we're coming up on, about what the investors think is going to happen with this, with the CPI report, whether inflation is going to be up or down in the markets. And this is going to determine if the Fed's going to raise interest rates or not. And that's what is really right now driving markets. So make sure you guys are aware of that. I wanted you guys to realize this. So an explosion just occurred at a metal manufacturing plant in Bedford, Ohio. Mass casualties are being reported. And in my opinion, this is just another tragic accident that keeps on happening. We've seen a bunch. We've seen oil spills. We've seen chemical spills. And we've seen train derailments, and we're going to talk about that right here. Tucker Carlson, I don't care what political affiliation you guys are. I try to be as transparent as possible and talk about the financial impacts of this. So he comes out and says the president of the United States is personally visiting a corrupt foreign country to announce $500 million in new spending. Meanwhile, you have mushroom cloud over East Palestine, Ohio. The animals are dying and the water is glowing. So this is where you had that train derailment. And our president, not President Trump right here, but our President Biden right now is in Ukraine right now. We'll talk about that here in a second. But one, he's giving over $500 million. So over about $500 million right now is currently being spent again on Ukraine. This is ridiculous. We have people right now who have no clean drinking water, stuff like that. And we're giving more money to another country while us as American citizens are fighting inflation and figuring out where we're going to get our next meal. Obviously not everyone is doing that. Some people are a little bit, more lucky. But this is it's getting out of hand now, how much money we've sent to Ukraine. In my next video, I'll try to talk about how much money we've currently sent over and promising to send over also. But breaking, the EPA said the water in East Palestine, Ohio is safe to drink, but the water tested was sampled by the same company that caused the derailment. Okay. North Fork South Corp. Okay. This is the stock. I'm sure that their stock is down. We'll check on that. So it's NSC Stock. let's see, on the 5 day, they're down a little bit. I thought they'd be down by more if they're the ones that caused that derailment and stuff like that. But this, in my opinion, is ridiculous. So you had the company that caused the derailment with the chemicals being the one that tested the water. It says the test did not comply with the federal standards per Huffington Post. This is inexcusable, and I 100% agree with this. The FDA, the federal EPA, has not done its own sampling of municipal water in East Palestine. They're rerunning the samples by the NSC, confirming its initial test that the water is safe. So, what could happen is, one, they could have got this water somewhere else in another state, maybe bottled water, or what they could have done is got it in a place in East Palestine, Ohio, that wasn't affected yet by this chemical spill. And in my opinion, this is inexcusable. The EPA should already be on the ground right now, but we're sending money somewhere else, and we had our president of the United States decline money. So right here. Just in East Palestine, Ohio mayor says Joe Biden's visit to Ukraine on President's Day is a slap in the face and doesn't care about us. So in this, he talks about with Jesse Waters. This is him right here. If you guys don't know who he is a Fox correspondent, and I think he's a news anchor right now. Could be wrong, but he talks about how it's ridiculous that they denied funding for the chemical cleanup spill and federal funding for basically being able to get fresh water and food in this area, and probably some sort of PPE, personal protective equipment, and possibly even getting these people out of here. We don't know the dangers of the lasting consequences of this. We've seen animals dying, birds falling from the sky, and some fish dying in the lakes there, or rivers there, started floating up to the top. We sent $500 million to Ukraine, but we can't give money to these individuals who are affected. This is where our taxpayer dollars should be going to, in my opinion. Again, you guys might have your guys' own opinions. That's 100% okay. You guys can disagree. Put it in the comments. I want to hear what you guys think. But in my opinion, we have American citizens struggling right now with a disaster that could have basically been prevented if things were, followed the way that they were supposed to. I don't know specifically what caused the derailment yet. They're still doing their investigations. There's speculations, but I'm not going to go off speculations right now, especially with this. But until the full investigation comes out. But these individuals right here should be the ones receiving taxpayer dollars. That's where I'd want my money going, not to Ukraine. Again, my personal opinion. Florida Governor DeSantis calls for the end of funding of Ukraine's war, and I 100% agree with this. We shouldn't be sending all of this money over to Ukraine, because are they actually using it to help with the war, or what are they doing with that money? There's no transparency. Where's that money actually going to? Uh, this is another thing that I wanted to talk about, because we've had our super rich and super elite coming out with all of these uh, environmental studies, and I'm an environmental science teacher. I also teach anatomy, but you have him coming out saying that the environment's at risk, we need to stop doing things that we are doing right now, but he flies in his own private plane. So it says right now, you don't see the pain you're causing as you emit carbon dioxide, Bill Gates says. Meanwhile, Bill Gates calls private jets his guilty pleasure, with a collection close to 200 million. He also invested billions in the world's largest private jet provider. In my opinion, this is like do as I say, but not as I do. So he wants everyone to act accordingly, except him and all the other super elites. They want to be able to control the people, in my opinion, and this is not good. He's also talked about how we need to, come up with ways to prevent cows from farting, or be able to put these trash bags or diapers on cows to stop their farting, which emits methane gas, and be able to collect that. But then also coming up and buying up farmland, and basically coming out with this, sustainable Beyond Meat and stuff like that. And in my opinion, that's just ridiculous. But again, these are all my own personal opinions on things. You guys might disagree. Put them in the comments. I want to hear what you guys think. And if you guys want me to talk about anything in particular, I'll do more research. This one I wanted to show you guys. Some public restrooms in China require a face scan in exchange for toilet paper. So this is all what I was talking about in my last video with the digital IDs. But like, look at this video. You guys can't hear it. But basically, right now, you have to get a facial scan, and then basically with your facial scan, toilet paper disperses. Would you guys really want this? Now they're going to be able to track when you guys go to the bathroom, be able to dispense only a certain amount of toilet paper, And in my opinion, this is a huge infringement on your privacy rights. And if this is going on in China, wait till it comes to the United States, because a lot of stuff that happens here somehow makes its way there. To the United States. CoinMarketCap says the Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco is looking for a software engineer to help develop and implement systems related to a central bank digital currency. So, in my opinion, this is just more news on the reasons why I'm invested in crypto, the reasons why I personally think crypto is going to be the way of our future. Again, no financial advice, but we're going to have to stop printing money. Like at the end of the day, it's really, cost inefficient to be able to print all of this money. It takes a lot of money to get the printers going, the paper, the ink, all of this stuff, and then shipping the money. It's ridiculous how much it costs. If you guys have a central bank digital currency, everything's online. It's basically free. The person you just have to pay is to pay to have run the software or be able to track whatever's going on. And you're gonna have these obviously a couple of people, but that's going to cut the cost of being able to print all of this money and then figuring out a way to stop people from doing counterfeit bills, in my opinion. I don't know how much time we have left, so I'm going to keep on going. Hong Kong Securities and Futures Commission calls for public consultation over plans to allow licensed cryptocurrency exchanges to serve retail investors. So this is just more news coming out about China being able to be a crypto hub. Um, Kevin OLeary comes out. So Kevin was with Mr. Crypto and literally said that the only place he believed crypto was safe was on the FTX official with Sam Bankman-Fried. And after Kevin's good buddy stole customers' money, he said that Sam Bankman-Fried fraud deserved a second chance. You would have to literally be a moron or impeccable to listen to Kevin. And in my opinion, I kind of agree with this. I was a huge fan of Kevin OLeary, especially with Shark Tank. I think they do a lot of good, but obviously a lot of that scripted, the fake crying and stuff like that. A lot of that's just ridiculous now. Everything is just for Hollywood. Everything's for show now. Uh, Hopefully that it's actually helping investors and actual companies and stuff like that. But for making people cry and stuff like that, or give these huge sob stories, in my opinion, is ridiculous. But it was a good show for me to watch until I started to pick up on a lot of that stuff. But I do buy some of the products and stuff that I have seen on Shark Tank, because I do like, that they're able to help out the small businesses. And I prefer helping out small businesses over anything else. Um, Getting here though, Ripple would be a proud partner with Solana, so they ended up partnering with Solana Foundation, and this was what increased Solana's price, in my opinion. If you guys don't have any Solana, this is one that you guys can get into. Again, no financial advice. I got out of Solana though. I'm going to be transparent. I did buy some Solana at like $13 this year, and I sold it. Well, I didn't sell it. I basically transferred it to another cryptocurrency, which was HBAR. So I made some money on it. Went from 13 to 25, and I got rid of it at $25. So I almost doubled my money on it, but I just moved that money into HBAR because I see more of a future with HBAR after doing investigations into it. I just knew that Solana was going to go up, so I put some money into it, and it did go up the way that I planned. And then I transferred that money over into HBAR, and then watched that price go up right after. So I don't really trade a lot of coins. Mainly the coins that I get into are long term, unless I have some speculation, and it's like 90% chance, in my opinion, that I think that it's going to go up. I will dabble a little bit of money in. This is like my third time doing it since 2016. So I don't swap cryptocurrencies often or get into a cryptocurrency that I'm not a huge fan of. But I got into the hype of it going back up, and I knew that it was going to, with a 90% certainty for me, and that's why I invested in it. The last thing that I want to talk about right here, we talked about Stuart Alderati. He says the SEC has lost 4 of its 5 last cases in the Supreme Court, thanks to a few that had the courage and resources to fight back against the SEC's bullies and clinging to stretched legal positions that were not faithful into the law. John Deaton replied to this and says, I have no doubt Ripple will win and the Supreme Court will shut down the SEC's gross overreach. The West Virginia versus the EPA case is all you need to read to agree with me. I currently have not read that. I plan on reading the West Virginia versus the EPA, but there's just a lot of stuff. And I'm super busy with my current job and my life stuff that I already said about getting married and stuff like that going on. But I will find time to read this, and I'll let you guys know what I think. But it says Ripple summary judgment brief is already an extremely well written appeal brief, and in my opinion, 100% agree with this. I don't know if I shared this yet already, but I try to do like one good thing, everything like that, a good deed by somebody, or highlight some things. But I used to work at a children's hospital. And I try to donate things if you guys can, or you guys are able to or want to, not specifically for my children's hospital, but do this for your guys' selves in your guys' areas. You guys can go to Walmart. I found a bunch of like slippered socks and some leggings. So the slippered socks can be for males or females, and then the leggings obviously for females. But they were all marked for $1. So most of the stuff was $7 to $10 normal price. But Walmart's doing their inventory, it seems like, and I was able to buy close to $70 worth of stuff that I'm going to be donating to the children's hospital that I used to work at. I used to work at a hemonc on a hemonc unit, which is kids with blood disorder and cancer, because it was a children's hospital. And those individuals receive chemotherapy, radiation, and a bunch of medications and stuff like that. I'm not going to get into, but I like to give back as much as I can. So this is a great way that I do that. I don't like donating money. In my opinion, a bunch of uh, foundations and charities and stuff like that, put their money into uh, the CEO's money or their employees. That's what they use to pay all of those individuals. The money that I like to donate and stuff like that, I like to buy goods for. And then I use that and I buy the goods, and then I'll go to an organization, whether it's the children's hospital that I used to work at. I've done to shelters before, or like group homes and stuff like that. The individuals, one, who can't help themselves, or the individuals who are just struggling to get by a little bit here and there, or the ones that are kicked out of their houses, or the children's hospital, the ones that are super sick and actually need it. So I wanted to end it there and be able to tell you guys about that, and kind of just spread that for you guys to be able to do with your guys' community. We're not here every single day. Life's not guaranteed. So if you guys can, spread some sort of goodness, spread some sort of, you know, charity and stuff like that, acts of kindness, whatever it is, even if it's not financially, just wave at the next person, smile at somebody, tell them to have a great day. That goes a long way. We'll end it with that. If you guys can invest with a big dog, stay on the porch. Thank you guys and have a good one.